Hey there, this is Flaming Ito. This is not my criminal deck. This is an experimental. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of iterations recently, trying to combine the best of NBN, Fast Advance, and Take Punishment. I've lost a lot of games. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it. I've had some serious problems. This is Draft 4 of the deck, and this is the very inaugural game of Draft 4. And I just figured it would be fun to show off the very first game with this deck, but I've played many games with a very similar deck to this one. This is the first one with this specific deck, though. Ooh. This is one of those, like, borderline hands you don't know to Mulligan or not. I'm going to just tell him thinking on Mull when I'm really talking about Mull. So, on the plus side, we got 2 cheap pieces of ice to keep these agendas safe and sound. But, no economy at all. So we're really hoping we draw Yeah, I'll get screwed if I agenda flood on this Mulligan. I mean, I got the cheap ice now, and it's hard to say Mull, but I got no money. And I'm really hoping I get these ices and then nothing. Minimal. Maybe I'll regret it. This is really borderline, almost shouldn't Mulligan, maybe shouldn't, but I just feel like I could do better enough. And there are 3 agendas and 1 ice, so alright. I reap what I sow. Well, it's not the worst. I'll Caduceus my HQ. Hopefully they'll draw one for that, and then I got them a land when I get the 3rd piece of ice. Until then, this is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, though. Because he's Gabriel. Alright. Boop. Hey, a toll booth. That's nice. We want one more piece cheap for R&D. Actually, I was going to say, and we'll toll booth the remote. But I'd really better toll booth R&D just so he doesn't think it's No, he's gonna hold me to this ice regardless. There's no point in me like baiting him with ice that I can't fucking afford to res. Caduceus will ideally pay for itself. He has no link, so I'll just use my pseudo creds to pump the credit trace. It will probably pay for itself. And then use like the other one, yeah, for the end run. So, just take 2 creds. I seem to always get identity as null the first time I start a new game. I wonder if I'm just doing something wrong. Oh, god damn it. I do not want to see a turn 1 Desperado. Yup, you're in. There's would have been a waste of a click to put the toll booth I couldn't put down, and now if I get something that isn't, like if I get ice this turn, then I can put that on R&D and then have the toll booth for the remote, which is what I want. And then, yeah. Come on, run HQ so I can get my fucking Caduceus money back. Because if he runs HQ this poor, yes, and he will, I'll need to pump the trace by 1 to get guaranteed creds, and Caduceus will pay for itself. Bong. If successful, gain 3 creds. Increase it by 1. Wonk. And I got money. Okay, and then this says tag. It actually ends the run. That's just a typo. And since he gets the 3 creds for making in, he would. Like, if I don't stop him, he will let himself get in, because he'll make 3 credits back, so it would be totally worth it. And I have 3 agendas and a melange, so I gotta do this. And of course, that's the problem with Caduceus, you can just ram into it over and over. But the nice thing is that he has to stop me getting the money, so right now he can't ram it over and over. When he's got enough bank that he can stop me from getting the 3 credit trace each time, then he can just ram it 9 credits only once. So it's not a really reliable run ender, but it protected me in the beginning here. Perfect! Perfect. Data Raven really, really works on R&D. Because, the bad thing about, like, Data Raven's really, really inefficient to deal with, because you gotta tuck and roll the tag, or take it, and then its trace is horrifying. But, Data Raven is a problem, because if you know you're going to win the game, you can just bypass the Data Raven. Right? In which case, fucking whatever. You know you're gonna win. It doesn't matter if it gets the tower. But when you Data Raven R&D, there's no way they'll know for sure unless you're on like your last card and they've counted your cards by hitting your archives, in which case you were going to fucking lose anyway, right? That they can't know they're going to win the game on this Data Raven. So, if he Cortezes the Data Raven, I'll just let him fucking in once. Oh, goddamn Decoy. Not what NBN wants to see, you know? Ooh, hoo, hoo. TMI. I might use this and not a toll booth to try to get this melange off. Just the TMI. If he doesn't something get like a reverse to sure gamble, I can win the trace. Of course, the problem is he'll TMI. He'll Cortez the TMI. If he gets 3 creds and then Cortez runs, it's 5 creds. I spend 3. I'll spend 5. I'll have 3 left. I pump the trace with my NBN credits. 4. I think I can borderline do it with TMI, not with toll booth if he Cortezes. So do this. Just hold the melange for a bit. Oh, you know. Really, I'm tempted to put a toll booth here because this Caduceus isn't going to stop runs for long and he's fucking Gabriel, but not what I need to do here. God, if he gets a sneak door, it'll fucking wreck me right now. Sometimes you just need to believe in the wind, though. More decoys. Oh. Well, the gimmick is that with part of the cool thing of this deck is if you got breaking news and what's it? This is so fucking dangerous. Oh, and Big Brother. Then if they don't decoy, like they got no choice but to decoy the temp ones. It's kind of cool. Okay. Doop. Doop. My hand is so agenda flooded. Oh, maybe I should have kept that last hand, but I mean that last hand didn't have this melange that I just got off. So if I had just not drawn any economy, then I would have just, you know, been fucked anyway. I really value economy in an opening hand. What is he targeting 2 for? What the fuck? I figured he was using like a Cortez FAO, but he's got to pick one if he's doing Cortez FAO. Oh, satellite uplink. Okay. Sure. Womp. 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 Ideal, I'll get cheap ice for archives just so Sneak Door doesn't own me. I'd really rather not use my toll booth on archives. So I guess that's what I want to draw, is some nice cheap ice. Hey, I said it and there it is. Whoop. We gotta get some of these out of our fucking hand now. Yeah, I mean, data pools are risky, but my hand isn't that much fucking safer against Gabriel. Like, he's always going to be trying to find a way into it, so... Get the data pool down. We'll melange once more, because we can just not quite res all of this ice at once. Yeah, we've got this set up, and now we're just going to melange to afford all this ice. He just wants to really know, huh? Sure. Whatever. It's not a big thing. It's just to slow you down so you don't fucking sneak door all of these agendas and win the game. And of course, that's the race, is Caduceus and Wall Static both aren't really reliable and run enders. And how much do I try to rush my agendas out now so they're not all sitting in my hand versus melanging a bunch to get money to win the game. And in this case, if he has Sneak Door, yeah, this sucks. But Sneak Door, he'll need to get the 4 and then play the Sneak Door and then start running. So I'll get a little bit of warning. And he might want to use this Corroder because he knows this is TMI. He may be trying to break my melange first. protection. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, you saw this hand, like the agenda flooding sucked, but you see the value of picking the hand with the melange in it as the one you keep. Oh, perfect. Sand's exactly what we needed. Why don't I get this fucking data pool scored, huh? I can't afford 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Should peek it, but it's data raven. Even with double Cortez on one, I can just barely afford to res all my ice at once. Which is a good thing. So why don't I get this Sand down in advance twice. Of course, if he's got an inside job, it sucks, but I mean, I'm not gonna not advance any agendas until he gets, until I get 2 pieces of ice on the server, you know? Nothing will get done if I'm that fucking cautious. If he gets inside job, he scores my data pool, and it sucks. But, what are you gonna do? Here's the inside job. Yup. Fuck you. Whatever. I don't regret it. I just sat on them all in my hand. He could have just drawn a good sentry breaker or sneak door just as well as he could have drawn an inside job. You can't crash the sand, so that's cool. Also, from that draw, and from the fact I doubt he let me keep the melange, I mean, he top-decked that inside job. So he was not sitting on that and waiting to take an agenda. I'm pretty sure he top-decked it, and I mean, sometimes the top-deck things that stop you, you can't just assume, like, well, because something in his whole fucking deck will stop me, I better not play the game. Because what if he gets one of those specific cards in his deck? You can't do that. You've got to take chances. Okay, now we got this TMI. Let's melange, and then like TMI, data pool, advanced data pool, and then triple advanced data pool next turn. I'm willing to be on the back foot for quite a while if it means, you know, popping all these melanges off. But we do have to score the second data pool, because if he gets it, we're in a really bad spot. We can at least be happy that our Caduceus is really hard for him to get through right now, and he needs to get Sneak Door to get through that wall. He's power drawing, probably for the Sneak Door. But, yeah, he's just using Infiltration for bits now. He's really poor. That Caduceus is doing a lot more work. I did not expect it to be controlling him for this long. But I guess it's because he would rather play all these uplinks and FAOs and Corroder and such, rather than just getting a... God damn it. He's really got a ignoring my tag punishment kind of deck going. Okay, now this isn't prohibitive in cost. We might replace this, as great as Melange is, we might replace it with Adonis soon, because we need to just fast advance agendas now, while we've got him on the back foot. Not this turn though, because if we play an advanced data pool once, we can res the Sand and score it. So, not now, but maybe in the future. Alright, now we can't inside job it this time. Because we can't afford to res them both. You do, I actually misread it. I thought it said approached, the first ICU approach, not encounter. So inside job is really fucking strong. But even with that, I can definitely afford to res both of these. Yep, that's fine, man. That's why I made this deck. It's to adapt. Like, I'll probably just keep this closed account in my hand, just as something for him to hit that's not an agenda. But, like, you know, it's okay if, you know, he can avoid my tag punishment. Because I got other gimmicks. And here we are. Pain Rest Sand. It's now 5 and it's got 4, so we're good. Well, now I can do these tags to, or traces tag. I won't, because you got 3 decoys. Waste of a click. Yay. Okay. Now we're in a lot better spot. Even if he can rush down my hand, He's only got like a 2/5 shot for the agendas. And even if he like hits my hand twice with a surprise snake door and gets both agendas, he doesn't win. Fuck. Splashed an Opus. Okay, well, our way forward is clear. He's going to have really good economy in the future here. So what we do is, I think we get PSF to blank score it in our Sand server. I think this is now when we replace our melange, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll just need one more agenda. We're going to replace this melange with an Adonis and just run. Because he's got MU now, so if I melange, he can just spend a whole turn opposing and he gets more money. So, trash the melange. We're going to blank score the PSF next turn. Blank scoring is kind of a cool thing. He doesn't know this isn't an asset here, so it's harder for him to justify running on it. I can't afford both of these. Although, shit, if he opuses 3 times and runs, I don't know if I can afford the trace on TMI. But, unless... So if you opus inside job, this will suck. Otherwise, we're okay. Because, I don't know if I can afford them both, because if he opuses a lot, I can't win the trace. But I can just use Toll Booth. So it's only really problematic if he does those inside job and demands I res both. And for my last, I don't know. On the one hand, I'm kind of tempted to Roto, just to try to troll him with Roto Turret. But, he's been FAOing and exposing all, and he has infiltrations in his deck too, so I doubt I can get the nut shot, so why don't I just take the bit, just stay rich. We just got a fast advance in that Sand server now, because we're a tag punishment isn't fucking happening to 3D Quake Crash Base Kid. Which is fun. That's one of the things I really wanted to test this deck on, are dudes who ignore the tag punishment. Like high link shapers and, you know, criminals with all these tools. And res my Adonis. Because that's the ultimate test of this, is they ignore... my deck is trying to do 2 things at once, and the gimmick is if they spend, you know, time and effort to block one of them, can I still do the fast advance? And I think I can. PSF, I'm not going to use its active ever, because I'm never going to fucking... Oh, yeah, not paying res, derp, score agenda. Pew! We can score the breaking news out of hand, and we might, just so that when we get another agenda, we can just do it. Because we just need to win now. He's got Magnum Opus. Definitely, if this game keeps going, it's going to favor him. And we just need to win before it get to that point. We got lucky in that he wanted to play his Crash Base and all those decoys and all those... not all those corroders. His corroder and now the Opus. And he was really slow... And he let this Caduceus stop him probably for longer than it should have. And we used that and we got 5 points. We just need to get 2 more because we don't have too much more time left in us. Ideally, what we even want is 2 breaking news. Like just play advance, score it. Next turn, pay advance, score it. Adonis is going to be getting us the money to just sort of tick along here. This music is the artist Goldfish. The album is Goldfish. It's some of their best hits. I just figured it a little less awkward if I spend a bit of time not talking if there's music in the background. And then you don't hear my roommates as much if they're doing stuff. He finally decided he wants to break Caduceus. See, if he had done this a lot earlier, when we were sitting on restructured data pool, PSF, breaking news in our hand, it would have killed us. Now, like we got 5 cards. 3 of them he can't trash. 1 of them is the melange I don't care about anymore because I'm not going to be spending that time. And only 1 is a breaking news. You know? He should have done this a lot earlier, especially because Gabriel gets money getting... I suppose not get money with the ninja because it's 5 and he only gets 3. But, yeah. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Play, that, score. Next turn, win the game. Extra script pilot program. Advance. We can now score breaking news just by playing it down next turn. Score the agenda. Oh, no, we just win. Derp. I was thinking it was only, yeah, it's 2 points, yeah, so we had data pool, we win. So there we go. That's my NBN deck. It definitely looks a lot cooler now than it was before. That being said, like Mash, you happen to watch this video. Oh, hang on. I started asking people. I used to ask them before the game if they minded being recorded. I don't do it now because I've had so many problems getting my recording stuff going that I have a lot of games that I'd never intended to put on YouTube. I was just testing various like levels of sound and stuff. I think I've mostly got those worked out now, so now I'm going to ask people after the game if they mind, and then give them a link. And if you watch this, Mash, I just think you were a little too timid in the early game, and you let this Kadesha stop you. And I got, you exposed these ice, but you never forced me on it. Not that good a match to put online. Yeah, it's true. I mean, he could have been more aggressive. Oh, is he only counting on Magnum for his, Is that... Yeah, with Test Run, that'll make a lot more sense. You shouldn't count on just Magnum for your economy. Is that why he was so slow? Because he had no Armitage, no Easy Mark, and, God forbid, no Sure Gamble? I don't know how much... Yeah, if he's really counting on just Magnum for his economy, like... Especially in Criminals. I find Memory is, like, the hardest to come by in Criminals. I mean, Anarchs can host Magnum Opus on Djinn. And, Shapers just get a lot with, Toolbox. Oh. Test Run. I don't know actually how much it costs off the top of my head. I'm gonna put it up anyway, though. It's just embarrassed about not getting the ML, but I want to put this game up because it shows what my deck does when this happens. And so, maybe I'll try to get some more NBN games if I can keep this good stuff going, and we'll see what happens when I do get to do the tag stuff. This is what happens when I don't get to land tags, though. It's still got a pretty solid core to it.